Ariana, I was wondering what kind of networking background you have, like CCNA,
Both Windows, Linux,
Windows,
with
Linux.
networks and Cisco systems.
Right. A majority of the
Router
portion of
cores.
that world will be covered in this course. So some of you might not know any networking. You guys will be a pro networking guy after doing this course. So this course is not just a cybersecurity course. So as you can assume that we will give you a lot of initial stuff that are prerequisite to make a cybersecurity, to get an entry within the cybersecurity world, and then we will teach you the subject matter expertise. So let's begin. I think that's enough with the introduction. So I think next 1 hour or so, not 45 minutes, I would give you some background about who we are, where we came from, and some background about this course. And then we will open up for a Q&A. All the instructors are here. They will guide us through about the curriculum and the things they're going to cover. And we'll go for a Q&A so you can ask any question. For now, I'm just going to keep you guys on mute so we can hear each other properly. Perfect. Thank you. So we start a cybersecurity training every month. Every month we start a new batch. This is me, Sheikh Ali Rahman. I'm the founder and CEO of this academy. I founded this academy in 2014 with the intention of helping people. I come from a corporate background. I have about a decent amount of experience. I would say about a decade in the corporate IT world. I've worked in various different companies. Actually, I've worked for 12 different Fortune 500 companies, as you see here, and some of the top banks. That's why I was asking one of you that I was a VP at JP Morgan in 2014. I've worked for Capital One at their leading team, and Huntington and PNC. And then I've worked for some of these consulting firm, Accenture, Capgemini, IBM. These are the world toppest consulting firm. And then I've worked for some of the federal departments, USCIS. It's part of the Homeland Security. I led a project there for worth of $77 million. It was security testing and security project. I managed the entire project. I was in 2015 to 2017, and then I worked for Federal Reserve. I was also assisting a big project there. So this is me. Some of my snaps. I'm certified ethical hacker. I'm certified AWS solution architect professional, and some of my snaps. This is what I bring in the table. I think I've seen the diverse world out there. What I put on the table is really corporate experience. There are a lot of academies that you'll know. A lot of people will teach you cybersecurity, but and you'll hear from other instructors as well. I think we bring a significant amount of corporate experience and connections. So we know all the inside thing, what industry exactly looking for as a cybersecurity analyst, and we will exactly teach you that, train you that, so that you can get a job, right? Ask me any question. I have my LinkedIn here. Go ahead and check it out later on. And even if you don't have to sign into this course or anything, this is an information session. You should be able to send me a request and be connected, because it's just a small corporate world. Somehow, we'll see each other one day. So one thing I want to tell you that this is a full-blown academy. We call Transfotech Academy. We were located in New York. We've been here for 14 years, since 2014. This is our headquarter is located. This is where we have a full team. We sit here. I sit here every day. Uh, Last year I quit my job, and now I'm running this academy full time. So I really encourage you, for those who are in New York, come give us a visit. That's where you will know who we are a little more. So we've been doing this for 6 years, officially doing this for 6 years. This is how we were training. This is a cybersecurity and cloud batch from 2019. Our style is we take 15 to 20 people in a batch, and we used to train them physically. And it was really interactive, instructor driven, community based, personalized care, little boot camp. But that was that's past, that's gone. 2019 is gone. We're not doing any physical classes anymore. Now we are like this, we are teaching through our emerging online platform. So that gave us an extra opportunity to help you more. Remember, if you're in Texas, if we are a physical institute, you wouldn't be able to participate. Now you can. So knowing the fact, we have developed a model so that we can mimic our 2019 model, a physical model into this online model without sacrificing the quality and without sacrificing the experience that you might have when you're being physical, right? So how, ask me question, I'll explain it through, I'll show you the tools and platform we have, and we have the process we have, so you wouldn't feel that you are not physically located. You will feel connected, you'll feel that you are collaborating with instructors and other students as well. So that's a very key of this short boot camp, right? So we have all these tools and process in place. I'll show you in a moment. This is our team. This is Ashraf. You'll hear from Ashraf. He's a director. He makes sure that you get quality education. He comes from a military background. Now he is committed 100% to help each of you, right? To make sure that you're getting everything that you need. If you ever have any problem with access or with any of these technical issues, you can reach out to him. He will help you right away. And then we have a full team at our headquarters who would be able to help you. We also helped the community during the pandemic. Well, that's kind of irrelevant, but I just wanted to put things out there that we really want to help the community. We put the community first. So the goal for this course is really to get you a job in 6 months. That's the mission for this course. Remember, cybersecurity is a big world. There are a lot of different career paths of cybersecurity. It's not just one thing. People have a lot of misconception. Oh, I want to make a cybersecurity career. So what does it take? Well, first you need to understand how the cybersecurity industry is broken down, right? How many different sectors are there, right? How many different roles? So I can just tell you on top of my head, there are 55 different roles that corporation hire for. The question is what role you're going to prepare yourself. You cannot learn all of them. So there's a matter of understanding that I'm just going to give it to you today. But before that, let me tell you, regardless of those roles, those subsections, or you don't know those, the goal for this course is to get you through the door with one role within the cybersecurity. And then you should be able to figure it out that where exactly in cybersecurity you want to make your career in. So we will give you enough to get you a job in 6 months. Why us is basically we have developed a model. We will go through the 6-step process that worked for 98% of the people before you, right? We have done a batch in September, we've done a batch in December, and we've done a batch last year's throughout the batch. This model just works for everybody. And it broken up into 6 different pieces. First, we do a career counseling like we're doing an orientation today. And then if you like to sign up, we'll give you personalized attention to each of you. One of our career advisor will call you, set up a meeting, know your goal, know where you stand in life right now, and be able to lay out an executable roadmap for you. Whether you're looking for a job in 6 months or 9 months or 3 months, we don't know. We will give you a plan accordingly. If your roadmap is aggressive, if you tell me, Sheikh, I want to get a job in 3 months, I don't have no other way, we'll give you a dose accordingly. So that means we give you classes, we give you extra attention, extra lectures, videos. So point is, this session is very important. This is how we know when and how and where we will be able to help you, right? Our entire roadmap will lay out for you. Uh, So, you know, once you have it, then we go through step number 2. Some of the registration process are very important. And then once you register for this, and then the class begins. The class will be at least 4 months, right? These classes are broken up into very different sector. I'm going to cover the curriculum. But as I said, we'll start from operating system. We'll go to the networking of computer, fundamental, server management. Then we would go into the security basic, cloud, firewall, all of these. So you'll have a seven different chapters into it. But it's not just a lecture. There will be labs. We will set up labs for you that you will be able to do the practice on it. Then there will be presentation that you need to do, group presentation. There will be assignments given to you. every class you have to do. And then every class will get recorded. Just in case if you miss it, you can always go back and check it in our LMS system. So you have a system where you will be given a credential, user ID, and password. Uh, we don't recommend you to miss any class. Every class is important. This is a short course, and we're covering 7, 8 different topics, subjects. So, but if you miss a class, because we know life happens, you can always go back and watch the class at night. It's like an what do you call, like a Netflix on-demand TV serial. If you miss it, it'll get recorded and you can watch it. But you have to do the assignments. So this is how we're gonna go 4 months, and then step number 4, we will organize an internship for you, sort of a real life internship. We'll bring a company who will give you some tasks to do, uh, like exactly if you would have gotten a job, what are the things that you would have done. So we would mimic those. We'll bring a company for you so you can actually get a a real life experience before you go to the work. And in cybersecurity, experience is the most important thing for you to get a job. They will ask you those technical questions. So this is a very unique. I don't know if anyone in the nation has capabilities of organizing real internship, but we do. We have a lot of connections in the corporate world. As you saw my background, and you'll know everybody's background, the instructor's background. They also have 15, 20 years of experience. So we have the ability to bring those company to you to do you the internship. So we'll do that. Then we don't leave you there. We actually get you back now that you have learned the course, you have learned, you have done the internship. Now we will teach you how to do the interview. So this is next 2 weeks. Step number 5, we will teach you the interview question. We'll give you a set of questions that were previously asked by other interviewer to the other old students. We'll give you that, give you case study. We'll work on your soft skill building, one-on-one session, mock interview, whatever it takes. And of course, we will do a nice, sharp graphics resume for you, because that's very important. If you don't have a good resume, you wouldn't even get picked for an interview. Knowing the things, getting jobs comes later. First, you need to get picked by the hiring managers. So we'll do the resume for you. It's all included in one methods, one course. And then once you're prepared, we feel like that you're prepared, you have done the class, you have done the orientation presentation, you have done the internship, you have practiced the interview, we have taken some of the mock interviews, and we feel like you're ready, we will give your resume to our internal marketing team. We have built a great internal marketing team, and we are partnered with external companies. You can rely on us, right? So that we will be able to set up an interview for you. So unlike a lot of other bootcamp, you don't have to go look for a job online, and you don't have to be applying LinkedIn, spending 4 hours a day. We rather have you practice and do the labs that you have just learned. Let us take care of it. We have built a significant recruiting team, and we are partners. And this is one of our strength area. So we have recruiters, and me coming from the consulting background, I exactly know that how recruiter should be trained, and this is how we have trained them, and they know their game. So you can rely on this job placement sector on us. Again, I would just briefly mention you, we'll put you in 120 job portal. Once you graduated from us and gotten ready with the interview preparation, we'll put you in 120 job recruitment portals. We are partnered with 500,000 recruiters of US. So do not worry about getting job. All you have to do is get ready. We're giving you lectures, we're giving you labs, we're giving you tools to practice. We're doing an internship for you, putting you in internship. Do that, come back, prepare for the interview. We will also test you, give you exam. We'll give you our feedback whether you're ready or not. So just do go through it. Job will take care of it for you. I'm very happy to answer questions after these. So here are some of my success stories. When I was at Homeland Security, you see, I've hired all of them into my security project, uh, and they were here. This is how we were looking before. It's a long time ago, 2014. I trained them, I hired them. They are still working at Homeland Security, UCIS. Lot of them still there. These are the students that we were able to help this year, 2020. uh, you know and I'm not just saying it. Every one of them has a live video where they have discussed their story, that how they were able to get $100,000 job in just 7 months. This girl right here, Asha, she never worked in the United States. She came to me 2018 in September, and she got a job. She got three jobs um, by I think 2 months ago, right? So 7 or 8 months in total she had to spend. All these videos are here. So if you go to our YouTube channel, I want you to do some really good due diligence before you sign up with us, because this is a done deal, and you will need to see this because this is also going to boost up your confidence. So every person that ever gotten jobs and everything, we have done a live video. So they have shared their experience. So go, um, this is Aisha, what I was talking about. So I really encourage you to go check it out. And they actually told their entire story, where they came from. They're immigrant. They never went to school here. They never went to college here. They just did this course, but they took it seriously. They have followed every step that I told them to do. So they've gotten the result. So there's a lot of them. So go check this out. But I just wanted to show you some, some faces that people are making it happen. So, but you guys seems to be way more qualified, depending on what I've just heard about your background. These people, Yilda was a train operator in MTA. Arafat came recently from Bangladesh as an immigrant. All these people would have gotten it, right? Gotten the job, I mean. So you can do it too. This is our entire team who will be able to help you. These are majority of them are recruiters, like I was talking earlier. Some of them are, you know, um, in the back end. You don't probably see them, but they will be helping you with the resume marketings and all other necessary stuff. This is Ashraf. Ashraf is the director. Ashraf, are you there? Do you want to quickly say some words?
Yes, hello guys. This is Ashraf. I'm one of the director of Transfotech Academy. I actually looks after all the operations. If you are going to sign up, then obviously you're gonna meet time and again. I'll be helping you regarding your course, your day-to-day activities, again, the learning management system, and any type of application or tools that you need. Mainly, you will be communicating with me through the management team. Let's go with the presentation for today. And once you are enrolled, we'll talk a lot.
Thank you, Ashraf.
Okay.
So you will have access to any of these, but Ashraf is the main point of contact here. But you'll have the access to me, to the instructors, to any of our workers if you need any help. Um, so let me introduce to the instructor, our head instructor, Ankit. Don't want to say much. I would let him talk about him, but I think you can tell by the amount of certification he has. He's been doing it for 12 plus years. He's trained globally 10,000 plus students. He has all these certifications. He's also the founder. It's one of the academy. So he will be the main instructor. Um, so you definitely feel like you're in a good hand. Ankit, do you want to share your experience or whatever you want to say to them about this course?
Oh yeah. Thank you. Hello everyone. Myself Ankit Bilwankar, and we basically train you in lots of areas. As far as our training is concerned, we are going to start with like basic fundamentals like related to the operating systems. We are going to help you out to clear each and every concepts and as well as create your own virtual labs so that you can perform your practicals on that. As far as the training is concerned, we are going to start with the basic fundamentals related to operating systems, like how to install, starting from the basics, like how to by scratch install different operating systems, how to make changes according to requirements. It can be related to the firewalls, it can be related to an update, printer, hard disk settings. The next we'll be starting with the networking part. So in networking, we are going to start with the basics like what is network. We are going to also follow the syllabus of Cisco, that is CCNA. So we are going to cover those topics as well. After that, we will be moving towards the AWS related to the clouds, in which we are going to cover lots of topics related to the cloud like EC2, that is cloud compute, or it can be related to the security of it, that can security groups, network ACLs. Next, we'll be moving towards the Windows Server. So in Windows Server, we are going to learn about like different types of servers. So let's say DHCP, DNS, sharing the folders, GPOs, firewall management, disk managements. In that, we are going to cover two things. It can be like GUI and as well as the CLI. After that, we will move towards the Linux. So from Linux onwards, we are going to have one more instructor with us. His name is Siddhant. Siddhant, are you there?
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Siddhant, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Now, guys, we are moving towards to Linux operating system. So, first of all, we need to know why do we need a Linux operating system to ethical hacking, or we can say it will required for cybersecurity purpose. But why it is needed? See, when we are trying to enter into a system, so basically we need a operating system where we can attack another operating systems. So therefore a operating system made named Kali Linux, which we can use for attacks. That operating system is basically created for the attacks. So we are going to start with Linux, where we can see a lot of things, like we will get familiar with CLI based also, so that we can use command line interface as well as GUI, because some tools gonna be CLI based or else GUI based, means graphical user interface. So we will see how to manage a network on CLI based as well as GUI. But when we are going to see some topics in cybersecurity, so we need to install our some external applications also, some external tools also in Kali Linux. So that's why we need to learn Red Hat Linux, where we can see how we can install the external tools also in our Kali Linux. So
Right.
that's why then we will see the different kind of servers like Apache server or NTP server, so that we can share our files as well as our codes and lot of more things to the external servers where we want to attack.
Right.
Now the main part is cybersecurity. So we will see how to configure a lab network as well as virtual machines. I'm not going to give you the access. We will create a virtual network and virtual lab in your own systems. Okay. So then we will start with the Kali Linux. Then we will use the metasploitables, how to use the metasploits and access the systems, how to gain the access of systems, as well as there are a lot of different attacks like phishing. We will do different kind of scannings, information gatherings. We will cover up a total phase. A phase like we will start with information gathering, then scanning, then we will go with gaining access, then we will see how to maintain that access, and after that recovering tracks. Now see, this process goes for what? We have to check the security of that particular network. So when we found how to how we can break that network or that systems, so that we can implement a security over there. All right, so this is our main part, how we can implement a security on those networks or on those systems. So this is how it will work, and at the end of this syllabus we will see the different parameters of security, like firewall, IDS, honeypots, or we will provide security with cloud computing also. As Ankit sir mentioned, you will be provided with a cloud computing course also. So that will be also helping us for security purpose. So how these things will be gone. Now, I will hand over the session to Rahman sir.
Yes, thank you so much. I think you tried to speak some of these technical piece of the the curriculum that will be covered. I think I will explain a little more just to add on top of it. I think guys, so the core of this course is cybersecurity, right? So if you look into the curriculum, which we will give you, we'll send it to you. First, we will learn one of the Linux, the fundamental Linux, right? Comments. So you will know how to use those Linux regex, all these comments, and you'll know about server side, operating side, all this fundamental knowledge, so that we can start teaching you cybersecurity. Once you know all this, the piece of the pie, then what Siddharth was saying, that we will make you ready as an ethical hacker. And there are 5 different stages. First, when someone's hacked, a hacker thinks about information gathering. That's the stage number 1. So we'll start from there. We'll take you through a cycle of hacking. Doing so, we'll give you labs, and these labs is not something will be given it to you. Well, we can if we want to, but you will produce those labs. Those labs are computer, right? Has a special setup, virtual labs. So that's what Siddhant would create with you. So you will know how to create those labs, cybersecurity labs, and then you will practice throughout the hacking life cycle. Information gathering, getting access, managing access, so on and so forth. To do so, you're going to use these 2 important tools called Kali Linux. It's one flavor of Linux. You have already learned Linux. Now you're going to use this Kali Linux to be a hacker. And then Metasploit is another tool. There are few other additional tools will come. So this course is going to make you for ethical hacker or SOC analyst role. There are 55 different roles, but these are the technical roles within the cybersecurity, right? A lot of you might not know uh, the differences between this 55 role, but I'm happy to answer any question. But I'm going to give you a career pathway overview about cybersecurity. A lot of questions you guys will have. I'm just going to explain that in a moment. Look, this is a career pathway in cybersecurity. If you want to be a cybersecurity engineer, you need to pick a side first. That are you going to be a networking side of the cybersecurity engineer, or the software development side, or system engineering side, or the risk and financial analysis side, right? Or security intelligence side. So there are 3 levels: entry level, mid level. So we are focused on networking side of the cybersecurity world. Why? Because you see, this is more opportunity here. When I pick the networking side, this information is given by CyberCreek. It's one of the most uniquely authorized, more used information, cybersecurity related information authority. They provide this information. So again, coming back, when I pick the networking side of the world, there are a lot of entry level jobs. And what are they? You could be a cybersecurity specialist or technician. This is entry level. And then mid level is cybersecurity analyst, and then cybersecurity engineer. If you take your network fundamental to grow your cybersecurity career, right? And then cybercrime analyst, incident responder. So point is, there are various different roles. They are very similar, but they do different things. Where are you going to get a job? You can get a job any of these after doing this course. So it's not just one particular subject. Every job the description is different, right? So we will teach you the raw things. We'll teach you the firewall, we'll teach you the cloud, we'll teach you Kali Linux, how to work with that, to Metasploit, and then we'll teach you hacking. So based on all of these job requirements, wherever the job requirements come from, let's say you have gotten a job requirements incident responder. That will be also covered in this curriculum. You can apply for this position. Or there might be a job requirement for full cybersecurity engineer. You'll be able to apply for that. There might be a job requirement for just penetration tester. That's one of the popular one. If you see, so shows the interconnection. So if you're a penetration tester, you can go from any route from here. So they are interconnected, all these roles. So this is one of the role that you'll be looking for jobs when you're getting ready for this course. But you can also go into these roles, right? So again, long story short, there are multiple routes for you to get a job. And we are the expert on that. So leave it on to us. Do not worry about, do this course, learn the fundamental, go through everything, and then we'll be able to figure out what you do the best. Are you best at networking? Are you best at Kali Linux? Or are you best at SOC analysis. According to that, we'll make your resume, right? I hope that you will ask a lot of questions about that. But then we will be, what I'm offering here is we will be able to sense you. We'll give you attention. We will do one-on-one session. We'll be able to sense your expertise. Let's say you are just a networking guy. Some of you already have networking background. So we'll create your resume when we put you in the market. We'll make you specialized on the networking side of the cybersecurity world, right? And some, excuse me, some of you coming from data analytics background, you can go, we can make you a guy in expertise in software development side of the cybersecurity guy. So there are a lot of options for you. It's available. So I just want to wrap up this and presentation with some of the facts that really important for you to make a decision. Look, there are 3 million jobs in cybersecurity in the world. They can find people. There are 1 million jobs just in USA. So are you doing this course because you want to get a job? There is job already. They can't find people. So you're not chasing a job, you're chasing a career. You need to understand. So you need to give me 6 months to help you to build up the fundamental. You'll get a job no matter what. You get a job in 6 months or you get a job in 1 year. All of our students gets job. You'll get a job too if you're authorized to work in USA. I mean, I know that's what you want, but I'm saying, to get a job, getting the job is not the end of the world. Getting the job is the beginning of the world. But if you don't know how to perform the cybersecurity task when you get a job, would you be able to survive? No. So you can, we offer this course free retake as many times as you want. So 6 months, prepare yourself. Do not rush. Do not think about jobs. Just prepare yourself. Learn the fundamental of cloud. Learn the firewall. Learn server. Learn operating system. Learn Kali Linux. You'll get a job in one role. Either it is a networking side or the computer science side, because there are jobs available. And I'm not saying it. CNBC reported it, right? Each cybersecurity analyst, I'm talking about an analyst, makes about $86,000 approximately, and it goes up to $123,000 easily. That's the current market right now. They even offer you more because they can find people, right? So this is a very good salary also to start with. Cybersecurity are needed in every different, industry. So you have flexibility, just like I did. I switched over to government from banking sector, right? Not a lot of people have leverage and privilege to do it, but you do in cybersecurity industry. You can work for a bank. You don't like it, work for a hospital. You don't like it, work for government. And all of these are different kind of environments and different people, different culture. So this is another fantastic thing. Second, work from home is the new normal after pandemic. I was reading an article yesterday. We work from home now, right? Anyways, every company sent their employee to work from home if you are working in IT. But it's just gonna stay. I was reading an article. 76% corporation wants to keep their employee from home when the pandemic goes away because it just saves them money. You have this opportunity. So you make 100K from home, right? Matter of fact, I showed you some of my students. They actually got the job from home. They never had to go to office. They sent them a laptop, and they're still working from home. So, if you look into these opportunity factors, this is the best route for you to pursue. If you believe this from your heart, you will take it seriously. You'll do the study. You'll get the job, right? It gives you six-figure income, gives you work from home opportunity, it gives you flexibility to move into different industry, right? Uh, and there are demand in these position, open positions. So don't rush to get a job. Be prepared for a job. Job will come. They're there. Uh, you know, they need these people. I think the curriculum we already covered, cybersecurity curriculum at a higher level. Again, I will send you after this session today. We'll be sending you the entire um, curriculum, and it has broken down. It's going to take 6 months. It's a commitment for 6 months, but slowly we will take you from operating system to networking, from security, from cloud, from firewall, Kali Linux, hacking, and then SOC, right? All of this. So you might be thinking that this course might be $20,000, $30,000, but no, we are very reasonable. We are offering, normally we offer this course for $5,000. That's the tuition upfront. And then we have um, $5,999 is deferred tuition. We don't collect it until you get a job. So, but right now we are giving a 20% discount on these. So this course altogether, this is under $10,000. Okay. But we're not collecting that. You're only responsible for paying $3,999 in installments. We do financings, right? So we understand the situation of people right now. The people might not have the right amount of fund, but so we break it down for them. And then this $6,000, which is 599, comes when you get the job. If you don't get the job, we don't collect it. Even when you get the job, we just collect like 10% of your monthly until it reaches $6,000. So, and we are 50% cheaper than any other cybersecurity institute. I can guarantee you that. I can challenge you that. Flatiron, they charges 18,000. Apps Academy, they probably like that. Full Stack Academy charges 17,000. You are getting these under 10,000, and you're paying 40% upfront and 60% after you get the job, right? On top of it, we are getting you 20% discount, and we offering installment, right? We typically offer five installment for these, which will be 799. If it's too much for you, you let us know. We might be able to give you a few more rounds of installment. So your monthly installment goes low, and within 6 months you'll be able to get a job, and then doesn't really matter. Once you get a job 100,000, you can just pay the rest of the money once you get a job. I know you will have questions about that too, but trust me, do your due diligence. We are not, one of those online academy. We've been doing it for 6 years, and we'll take you through a 6-step process. That is a lot of commitment from us, with an internship, with resume building, own recruiters. So we'll take you through that. Uh, so you wouldn't find any of these surveys in these really less tuition. If you still have questions, give us a try. 2 weeks money back. See what kind of class we do. Check us out. Register. We'll start this course from next Saturday, right? At this time, 8:30. It'll be Saturday and Sunday class only. And you have 2 weeks to get asked for refund. If you don't like it for any reason, we will give you full refund. Now, things to understand: you're not paying this for just one time. This is a lifetime deal. You understand the depthness of it, right? Uh, we will do your reference verification, we'll do your job verification for lifetime. When we don't normally offer this every month, we're offering right now that even if you have to take this course like 5 times, you take it for free. Even if you switch 5 jobs, we wouldn't charge you anything extra. So this is a lifetime deal, though. I forgot to tell you, but this is the beauty of it, right? You pay it once, and we give you 100% commitment that until you get a job, we are with you and you are with us, right? And once you get a job, we also do your offer letter review. Here's the thing to understand: we are not one of those institutes who take money from your back. A lot of institute does. They give you contracts, 20% of your 1 year's income, right? Or we will only give you $40 and we'll charge the client $60. We don't do any of this. This is a very transparent deal. You sign up for a lifetime package with us. You do the course once. If you need to do it again, you do it again. If you need to do it one more time, you do it one more time. If you don't, that's fine. So one time price, you sign up for that and you do as many times as you need it until you make yourself ready for the job. Once you're ready, we'll tell you that you're ready. We'll do the resume, put you in the market. Our recruiters will be able to find you a job, an interview, and you will go just perform the interview. If you take 10, 20 interview, one will turn into a job. That's given. That happens to all of my students. 10 interview, final round I'm talking about. If you take final rounds of interview, one they will offer you. After this course, you'll know enough, right? Um, so until that happens, just keep doing it. No extra fees. It's only 2 days a week, so you don't have to quit your job, right? Then some of the additional offerings that we're giving right now is like you said, job verification lifetime and offer letter reviewing lifetime. So sometimes they give you the offer letter, companies, and a lot of you don't know how to review that, how to kind of negotiate your salary. We will do on your behalf. We will help you to get 10 more thousand. We would not take like 30% from that. Then we would do it. This is part of the deal. So we would do the offer letter review and agreement review, all of these. I don't think any institute does that for their students. It's really a private thing. Under these months package, we are doing this. So this is the most beautiful deal you can get there. If you don't believe me, don't believe me, go check the other institute out, and they are charging 18,000, $15,000, and see what they are giving you. So we are giving you a lifetime commitment. If you think this is a deal, um, start signing up, and we'll start our first class on next Saturday. And then you have 2 weeks money back guarantee. If you even if you take 2 more weeks class and you said, no, Sheikh, this course is not for me, we give 100% money back. And our drop rate is below 1%. Ashraf is here. We have trained 200 students last year. um, we have gotten at least 20 plus students, certifications, jobs, and jobs process they're in right now. So our drop rate is 1%. Nobody drops us once somebody join us, because this is a lifetime deal and you have flexibility payment options, right? So do check us out. For now, I'm just gonna go to Q&A. I know you have a lot of questions, and I'll open up for Q&A session. Ask any question. Every question is good question. This is a commitment, and we only need people who are serious. Ask me, or ask Ankit. Ask any technical question. Ask any bad questions. We don't mind. So, mic is yours. Go ahead.
Sheikh, thank you so much for the insight into this course. This is Tashfeen, by the way. I do have a couple of questions. My first question is, you mentioned about your students. You have over 200 or some students. So the last batch that you guys have, how many students out of those got the jobs? What's your conversion rate of the students into the job sector? Number one, that's my first question. I mean, if you want to answer that, go ahead and take that, unless I can
Yeah,
share my other
50%.
questions.
50%. Be honest
Okay.
here.
Okay, so that's your pull through rate on that. Okay, and my
And
next
then,
question. Go ahead.
sorry, I just want to add it. So when you ask me that, I know it's a fair question, but when you ask me that, what's the conversion rate? Uh, it's it's 50% now, but depending on how long over of a period of time you're looking at. Some people get job in 1 year, some people get job in 2 years. So if you tell me, Sheikh, what's your conversion rate in 2 years, number changes. Just wanted to make sense. So not everybody gets job in 6 months. In my experience, we also do QA training, right? QA testing and cloud training. uh, People take 1 year to get a job, depending on where you're coming from. And some people, I would say 20 to 30% of the people take 6 months and they get a job, but some 50% people quit, but then other half would get a job if they keep trying with the next year or the following year. See?
Okay. Thank you. My second question is the internship.
Hmm.
Can you shed some light on the internship, how that works, and especially for people who are already working, how does that
Oh,
look like?
yeah. So listen, it is an so it's not a paid internship. Nobody's gonna pay you. You're not gonna pay them. They need to get their system tested, and you need to gain experience. So we organize an internship at night. So it's like 6 to 10. I can show you some of the picture, and I think you will go to our YouTube, you'll see the last students were doing it. So we assign a program manager from us who will be every day working with you. It's a 2 weeks internship. Sometimes it goes to 4 weeks, depending on how we feel about you. So you will be working from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you don't have to quit your job, day job. If you work at night, and if you tell me, Sheikh, I'm not gonna just be sitting in this internship, but I'm gonna do the next one, you always have option. This is your course for lifetime. So it's very flexible. And if you tell me, Sheikh, I'm not gonna be participating in the internship, but I'm gonna be watching the video, I would say no, that's kind of defeating the purpose of doing internship. You can do it, you can watch video if you miss a class, right? But internship means you will be working with the team and doing it. I would recommend you that, but we're flexible, right? It's however works for you. But we have
No,
certain rules.
Right, right. I love the internship piece. I think it's very important to implement what you have learned in a practical manner. I support that 100%. But is this internship with a company, or is that internship with your team members, or a project that you guys are working
It's
on?
your
Or
team member. Your team member,
oh, I
let's say
see.
15 people from here, this batch, we will put these 15 people in a real company. But you don't have to go, it's all remote. The company wouldn't come. They would just assign somebody from their end. I will make a lead from our end, and it's you as a team will test and work for that company as an intern. So it's a real
Makes
company.
sense.
It's a real work. Their real product needs to get tested. But you as a team will do it. It's not an outsiders.
And that can be put on your resume as well as a reference.
Absolutely. We will do
Okay.
that. We'll do the resume for you. We might put some additional um, if you have any. Let's say you work for a bank, right? So if we can take some of your experience from the bank and showcase in your resume, we will do, because those are experience that doesn't go out of the window.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
All right,
And
you
we're
said that class. You said class starts at 8:30. What time does it usually end? Because I work at nights at 11 o'clock.
it ends at 10:30. Yeah, 10:30, but you can leave like 15 minutes. I don't recommend you that, but if you have to, you can, right? And then watch it up later.
So it's
Or
only 2 nights. It's only 2 nights a week, Saturday and
Saturday,
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. And then the instructors will be giving you hands-on exercise, practice, labs. But remember, it's just a 6 month. We'll start with gear one. Don't feel pressure. We'll start with very much at a slow pace. And then as we go, we'll switch the gears. If you need to organize an extra sessions, you'll be able to do it. And I'll show you an example how collaborative we are. Okay, you understand. So for every group, we create um, a WhatsApp group. For example, this is the December batch, and you see how many people are in here? 19. And this is where they collaborate, right? They're doing group study, they're doing extra work, they're asking the instructor like if you can give us an extra time, and you see all they're very collaborative. So this is how you're going to do. So if you go to CS, um, this is the December group, but I'm sure that we have a September group too. This group is currently graduating. Here, September one. See, now they're still working. As they started in September, now it is kind of January, right? September, October, November, December, January. So 5 months in, they're almost getting ready for the job market. There's also about 15 students. So it's gonna be your batch. This is not an university, okay? This is very much cultural. Your group, you will make the rule. Instructor will come and talk to you like we are one group, right? We'll set up our own group, set up our own timing. If anything doesn't work, we'll switch it, but we'll discuss and switch it. Something like that. So for and then we have all groups, all student groups. This is another thing. You have a community too. And here you have hundreds of people, right? All the students from this year, they also collaborate from different batches. Somebody started this course early this year, maybe are so ahead right now, and some of them are already in the market. So you can ask questions and collaborate and make friends there as well. So there's a little bit of community. Okay. So you will have a group just like that as well for January cybersecurity group. All the instructor will be there.
So you mentioned before that some people get jobs right away, and other folks don't get jobs for like another year. What do you find the problem with that?
Well, not everybody comes from the same background, right? Not everybody gets the hacking and day one, or by doing the first time courses, they would probably get the fundamental, the theoretical of it, right? The theoretical knowledge. But then when it comes to doing hands-on, they get lost. So when they come, watch the videos a couple of more times, then it starts making sense. Some people are normally takes more time than others. Some people have some difficulties during various event happens in life. They get distracted. So I would say 30 to 50, 30% people will get it right away, depending on how much time you're allocating. But here's one thing, and this is me talking from the 10 years of teaching experience from this level, right? For new students. Every class is interconnected. If you put focus from day one, do the class one right, then you'll have a better understanding of class two. If you do the class two right, you'll have a better understanding of class three, four, five right. But if you just missed it, somewhere, somehow, you couldn't focus for class three, four, now you're at class seven, and then you started creating issues. You get everything, but you're not sure of certain things because these are relevant to class two. So if you wanna get it a job in 6 months, you need to focus on every single class. uh, if you do, then you will get a job in 6 months. But I can tell you one thing: in this country, in USA, you do a bachelor degree, you do a master degree that takes you 6 years, but people still don't get a $6,000, six-figure job would start with, which you will get it here. So in 6 months, so it is already a shortcut. Now, if you want to make it more shortcut, there is no shortcut of a shortcut. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They take it easy. They feel like, oh, okay, Sheikh told me I have a lifetime access. You know, what if I just go out with my friends on Saturday? So it is a commitment that needs to come to you. People do get jobs in 6 months or 7 months, right? And then I see the people get jobs in 2 years.
Well, that's the
So
problem going through now with IT. You know, they tell you, oh, you can get a job within 6 months through networking and whatever else. And here I am 2 years later, you know?
so there's two things though. Two things. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know whose fault is that. Well, there are zillions of secret level institutes out there. So when you choose a doctor, let's say you have some, you need to take care of your kidney. What you do? You do due diligence of the doctor's degree, who you're going with. This is exactly what you have to do. You can't just jump on watching on a YouTube ad like, oh, ad looks so good, such a beautiful institute. None of this matters. None of this matters. You just need to validate who are the people behind this and what's their background. That's it. That's exactly
Understand.
what you do when you look for a doctor. So there are bad institutes who leave you by, who doesn't teach you properly. But then there are your, the student's fault as well. That has to be in both way. Institute has to be good, and the student also has to be good.
Understand.
But then, man, let me ask you something. If you don't do IT, what else would you do that shows you this level of potential? Pandemic happened, IT field is not affected. It's growing. Every industry shut down. People are working from home in IT, right? The opportunity is there. It's a promising field. It's the most potential field. It also gives the maximum money. So you couldn't get it done in 2 years. Maybe you will get it done this time. Still, you're a winner, right? That's what I think. So be positive. Don't give up. Every time you fail, it makes you strong. But eventually, you are one step closer to your goal.
Understand.
Yeah. Well, at least if you sign up with us, bro, I mean, this is a deal. I don't know. I'm not gonna over promise you that I will get you a job in 6 months. I'll get you a job someday, right? But we'll not leave you. You are with the one institute all the time. That's it. You don't have to just look for different ones. If one thing doesn't work, we'll switch. We'll try to do another thing for you. We have enough connections and enough different sections within the IT industry. So find you something for you. All right.
Sure. Can I
So
ask one more question if you don't mind?
sure, absolutely.
My questions are in regards to the certification pieces of things. I know they're very relevant in cybersecurity world these days, especially Security Plus, CEH, and the Network Plus, right? Kind of the foundations of understanding of this knowledge base. With this particular course, I understand we're going to be going through the 6 months process. Let's say I'm just throwing an example out there. Somebody does not have certifications based on just this course. What's your potential to get a job?
The certifications is not required to get a job. I think for the first job, um, if you're not talking, I'm just gonna put you on mute for now. Okay. All right, cool. So certification is not required. A lot of people I know in the industry, they get into the job, then they do the certifications. But having a certifications in your resume looks good. That just puts you on the top of, other candidates right away. But it's not required. The fact is, you can assume 1 million jobs are open. Hiring managers, they don't find right candidates, right? They don't find right candidates. They don't find a lot of certified people, the versus the amount of jobs are available. So they can't get the fancy that, oh, I'm not going to hire somebody without a CEH. Matter of fact, if there is 5 position opens in a company, they don't find those CEH people. They're all already employed. Often they say cybersecurity has zero employment rate, but having this certification, it's very good thing that just makes you closer faster to get a job. So I would just wanna give it to Ankit to answer this question, that what kind of certification they can get um, after doing this course. I also like to give you a little background about Ankit. It's look, we are Ankit runs this institute also. They are specialized on CCNA, the network side, DevNet, CCIE. CCIE is the largest certification in networking. Not every academy and every instructor, every person is capable of making somebody CCIE pass. So we have experience of certifying people. So Ankit, would you do you want to share your experience for them as a fresher? Do they need a certification, or what kind of certification they can do after doing this course?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. See, as far as like training is concerned, okay, definitely like you're going to get a really good hands-on and good knowledge as well. Okay. But apart from that, if we talk about a certification, right, it doesn't matter. Like we have like lots of students who are like placed all over the globe, okay, in lots of companies, and some of them are not even like having the basic certifications, but still they are being hired by companies like, let's say, an Amazon. We have candidates over there as well, but they have just let's say, I will give an example of one candidate who is just CCNA certified. He knows, he did like lots of things. He knows like CCNA, CCNP stuff, VPN, firewalls, all these things like programming and everything. But as far as the certification is concerned, he's just CCNA certified. But though he
Yeah.
got a really good job in Amazon, and it's not just, I'm giving an example of just one student. We have like lots of students. It can be like in the states, it can be like in different places over there. It can be like in New York, it can be like in New Jersey, it can be like Washington. We have like students everywhere. Apart from
Yes.
that, in India as well, we have recruited lots of students in companies like Sophos, Cisco, like that. So it's not actually like that you need to get certified, but yeah, knowledge is like the most important thing what company wants.
Right, but if they want to get a certification, let's say me and you, we were talking that what kind of certification we can get our students after doing this course.
With the help, yeah, after the course, with little bit of like more like insights of it, like an theoretical basically, okay, and going through each and every trainings like, or let's say labs which we did, okay, you can easily acquire certificate like CCNA. You can go for like security plus, or it can be like Linux plus, it can be like clouds, or it can be the CEH as well.
Right. So our curriculum is, guys, when I showed you, remember, I'm gonna go back to my slide and feel free, Ankit, you feel free to jump on. Uh, each of these segments, Network Plus, it is actually a CompTIA certification, right? So we will teach you with the keeping in mind with the same curriculum that comes from CompTIA. So you can pass the Network Plus certification after that. We will teach the Security Plus, we call Security 101, right? It's according to the CompTIA's, very close to CompTIA's certification. And then also same goes to Cloud Plus, and what else. So all these certifications you will be able to acquire. Now if you personally ask me, Sheikh, which one you suggest me, Ankit said the Cisco one, CSOF, right? The CCNA one, because this course is pretty much, it covers a very good aspects of networking, firewall, and all this. So you can get a CCNA. that makes it look like that you are really know networking. Like I said, I showed you, right? You're a networking guy, network guy. Now you're making cybersecurity career. They would love it. People in the cybersecurity world, folks love the people who come from networking world because it's very interconnected. So you can get a CCNA, and if you want to pursue the CCNA certification after this course, we'll organize that for you. You don't have to go anywhere. We'll set up the exam. We'll do everything for you. It is not covered in this course or the price, but there's a little bit of price for that. Not too much, I think, but we can organize that for you. The hassle goes out of your window. But if you are in US and you are a US citizen and you work for government, then I would say pursue Security Plus, Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security, and some of the other departments. They require their cybersecurity consultant or employee to have a Security Plus, so you can easily pass with the curriculum that. So Ankit, is that right? They can pass Security Plus after these if they want to take the exam.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And would we be able to give them a set of extra Security Plus if they need to? Because these people are in US, right? A lot of people would be loving to work for US government, a lot of federal departments. In that case, would you be able to give them some extra helps, notes,
Yeah,
and
definitely we'll give them some extra helps. Like we will give some of the like labs, or let's say it can be the question sets for preparing for an examinations. Okay, we can do that.
yes, and
And
even I
we have
have.
lots of like students over there as well, working for like government as well.
Yes. Yeah, I have tons of students. I just showed you one in slide. The folks that works for Homeland Security, they have became managers. So we'll guide you through, all of you. We'll guide you through the right path. We will see whether you need a Security Plus or we need a CSOF or whatever, and we will also organize that for you if you need to pursue certification. But answer to your question, do you need it? No. I'm pretty much agree with Ankit. You don't need, all you need a good resume and a fantastic interview. When you go, look sharp, talk confident, make them feel like you know how to hack. That's it. And you'll get a job out of an interview. This is what everybody gets a job. Your communication skill definitely matters. How you communicate, right? So hope that answer your question. So I would give you one thing here, since we are starting a free, a sample class. Um,
Sheikh, I have another question if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. Go ahead.
While you're pulling that up, my question is your platforms for the labs. What kind of platforms are you guys using for the labs itself?
Well, it's gonna be virtual computer, right? Siddharth or Ankit, do you guys want to answer that?
Yeah. As far as the like labs are concerned, we'll help you to create lab in your own systems itself. It can be like with the help of, let's say, an open source tools like
Sort of like
VirtualBox,
Ubuntu
VMware.
or VirtualBox.
No,
Yes.
yeah, on VirtualBox, and as well as will be for networking side, we will be needing something more as well. Like it can be like EU or it can be GNS3. We can also like go through, let's say, a packet tracer, which is like been recommended by Cisco.
Or a Wireshark. Okay.
Yeah, Wireshark, that is like by default, you can say a part of GNS3. So once we are
Got
going
it.
to like install GNS3, it is going to by default install Wireshark as well at the same time, so that we can capture the packets at the time when the routers are like communicating with another router, so that we can know what is inside it.
And they can practice
Fantastic.
this 24 hours, right?
Yeah,
Anytime they want.
yeah, because it's their own system. So definitely anytime, whenever they want, they can easily access it.
But what if they kind of screw that up while practicing?
Doesn't matter. Easily, see, they are going to create it by themselves. I'm going to teach you how to create it. So once you know that, you can mess up. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because again, anytime you can recreate it.
Perfect, perfect. And that is the killer. When you know how to set up an instrument, you are the best musician. So I've given you guys a form in the chat, a link. If you like to take it further, then fill it out, and that's where we would know that whether you are interested to take a class next Saturday, and we'd like to sign up. And that way, our career advisor will give you a call tomorrow. So if you click in the link, it'll look like this, and just fill out your name, email, phone number, and any message you want to give it to us. But if you don't fill it out, we wouldn't know that you are interested or you are here even, right? So do fill this out, and so that way we would know. Even if you have more personalized question, and if you want to have a one-on-one session, talk to me, Ankit, or any of us after these, we can be go ahead and setting that up with you. We really focus everybody personally. Trust me. You can ask any of our students, then you'll see. We want to focus every individually personally. So fill this out, please. I'm gonna hold on until you fill it out, and then in the meantime, I can take another question.
I'm sorry, I just missed where that form was to fill it out at.
It's in the chat. It's in the Zoom chat. Just go in the chat, and I just gave you again.
All right.
Okay. Can everybody see that? Ankit, would you like to talk about the first class? What do they need, and what do you want to have them install any software, or just to, if next Saturday if they want to start at 8:30, what preparation do they need?
Nothing as such, just a Zoom or like a medium is like enough. Okay, as far as the first few classes are concerned, because
Oh,
after that we are going to start performing like practical, setting them a lab and everything. Because
okay,
initially it will be just related to the basics, and once you finish off that, we will move towards the actual part.
okay. So they don't need any preparation. As far as the
Mm,
Zoom link is concerned, we will send you the Zoom link through email, text, and somebody, if you fill out the form, someone will also, reach out to you to be able to set up a one-on-one session. So please go ahead and fill out the form. There's a lot of people haven't asked a question. Are you guys confused? Don't be. We're just giving out information. We're not, no, by no mean we are telling you to sign up, or if you're not sure about it, we just want to make sure that we can give you the right information to to guide you through the right path, right? So ask your question. I mean, do you feel like this is a reasonable system that we have, like six-step process, all these? I think already Tashfeen gave his feedback. I haven't heard much about our system. Just give us some feedback. Do you think internship and this personalized resume building session, labs, and everything it looks like a great system?
Well, you can talk about the transitioning process after finishing the course, the marketing team, and how their involvement is, your engagement with the existing companies, and your relationships with them as well.
Okay, very nice. All right, good, very good questions. If you ask me question, I can show you around. The more you ask, more you get. So we managed, as you know, that we managed through the thing by Facebook. So internship December. You see, instructor has created a new group. This is December, right? These are the people who's going to do the internship right now. They have graduated the course. So interview preparation. These are the people who is into this interview preparation, section, and we are giving them the resume. They're going through the interview preparation. They're collaborating every day. They're very collaborative, and like I saying, so type of testing. So these are a QA course, right? So this is how we're gonna do. And as far as job recruitment goes, so TFT job hunting. These are the people are in the job market right now, right? As you see. So we have created a group. We have a weekly call. We monitor their progress. All the recruiters are there. All the students are there. So some of the students, this Akash just got job, right? So he's still in the group. So he's saying that my company is hiring a Q senior position. I will be taking the second round of interview. So if anyone who wants to tackle the first round with my manager, I can help in the second round. You see the power of community, right? We do that. So this has happened. This is how it happened today. So you will be, this is I think I have a snap in here. I just saw. Okay, this is how we will keep track of all the um, the interview calls with our recruiters, right? So we have external recruiters. John is an external recruiter. Deepak is a VP of one of the partner firm, and this is our student. This is our internal recruiter and external recruiter students. We have a weekly call to manage and process your tracking systems of how you are doing in how your resume is performing in the market, right? So we keep measure that and monitor that. This is how we will do. First, we'll create a resume. Then we will make sure that you're ready. Then we give it to them, our partner recruiters, and then we give it to our internal recruiters. Our partner recruiter will start marketing your resume to those partner 500,000 recruiters that they're partner with. Our internal recruiters will create your online portals, your LinkedIn, your everywhere, and upload your resume so you're visible to all the clients. We don't want to miss any single interviews. And then if you have a friend who you feel free to send your resume to them personally. Right? We're not limiting you. By the way, this is also need to understand. We're not limiting you from anywhere. We want to make you more money. If we can, we will negotiate on your behalf with any company. In return, you're paying us. This is a one-time flexible deal. Okay? So how many of you actually filled out the application? Just give me a shout out because I wouldn't know. Do you want me to give the form one more time? There's a lot of people I filled out mine. Good. All right, we might be also be able to send you the form over your text message. So so that way you will be able to fill it out from your phone and things like that. All right. So at the end, I would like to finish up soon. It's been a while, but this is our contact info. Just take a note, take a screenshot. If you need to give us a call, you can send us an email. Check out our website. It's called transfotechacademy.com, of course. We have a very nice website. Check out our YouTube channel. And moreover, we'll be sending you a link to join the class. First class is a very basic fundamental class in next Saturday, right? Ankit, how it'll be 8:30 p.m.
Right.
So we'll be able to send you the link to join the class. Also, we'll be able to send you the link to fill out this form so that if you want to set up, if you, first of all, if you're ready to sign up, then we would go to our next step, which is um, the career counseling. We'd like to talk to you. That's the first step, right? If you're ready to sign up, you fill out the form, we'll set up a one-to-one session with you, and we'll understand that what is your goal. And then we will, in that session, you can ask any personalized question, and then we'll have you register, sign up, and sign the contract and everything, the agreement we have. And then we'll get you an invoice to pay, at least the first invoice. Of course, you have installments, so no rush. Don't get me wrong saying you have to pay the whole thing. No, you have invoice. I mean, 6 different installments, and then we'll start the class from next Saturday. So if you fill out the form, we'll be able to do it. And if you want to come back and directly try a class, you can also do so. Ankit, go ahead.
No, nothing to say. So we are going to like start training from the next week, and I will be like ready with it.
Very good. Very good. Make sure everybody is kind of, when you start from next week, make sure that we feel like a team, right? It's not, we need to know each other little at the personal level too, so we can make a team bonding. This is a commitment. We'll get this done together. And I promise you, you'll find me always. Now, this is what I do for full time. This is what my entire team does for full time. So you'll find us always available, always. I mean to say, living from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., like 6 hours in 24 hours, you'll be able to find us, one of us at least, in 18 hours a day. So that commitment is there. So I am living here. Unless you have another question, I would be able to answer. Or if not, come next Saturday, 8:30. We'll start a class, right? We'll chat more. We'll know more about each other. We'll know more about the course, and I'll be also be able to send you the curriculum, the entire formulated curriculum to all of you who fill out the form only. So make sure you fill out the form. I'm just gonna wait here 5 more minutes so you can fill out the form. Because if I close the meeting, this form will go away from here. All right, I'd like to thank Ankit and Siddharth and all of the instructors who are here. And thank you for your time. I think this is the great work that you guys have done, doing, helping people to succeed. That's the way it should be. And all the people who have joined today, I wish you very good luck. I hope you'll be able to join the course and actually get a job with us and make yourself proud, make us proud, make the entire family and the community proud. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.